tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavibhiritam kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Janaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings spiritual welfare in life. The spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers in the world who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to the suffering humanity. Om, peace, peace, peace. So we are on the reading of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, page 81. It is Sri Ramakrishna's talking, and all the devotees are sitting in his room. Sri Ramakrishna continues to say that question was that, Sir, how may we fix our minds on God? That was the question from M, the writer of this book, chronicler. So Master said, repeat God's name and sing His glories and keep holy company. Three things he has mentioned. One, repeat the Lord's name and His glory. And secondly, keep holy company and sing songs, which will give you contact with the ideas about God's eternal, infinite glory. The mind cannot dwell on God if it is immersed day and night in worldliness. You understand, when we get involved into world too much, we don't find any time, and mind does not go to God. You forget, whole day goes, another day goes, another day goes. In worldly duties and responsibilities, it is most necessary to go into solitude now and then and think of God. So another prescription, to come out of your environment, to go in some solitude, silent place, or we are reading yesterday Setara Upanishad, go in a silent place where is scenic beauty is good, your eyes will be pleasing, seeing, when your eyes open you see the scenic beauty, or it is very much pleasing to your heart, and there will be no noise, no disturbance, not in the marketplace. Don't meditate on the marketplace. Don't go in where there is a crowd. So these are the suggestions given here also. It must be necessary to go to solitude. So another instruction, that then these 3 points we get: repeat God's name, if they have the mantra. Second, sing His glories with praise, hymn, music, so that your mind gets tuned to that. Third, the holy company, very important to go. You get much benefit, best benefit, if you have a holy company, really, if one have a holy company. But holy company does mean that this one should be thinking of God and questioning about God and putting the mind in God consciousness. Now, to fix the mind on God is very difficult in the beginning, unless one practices meditation in solitude. That's why it is said, Sri Ramakrishna says that when a tree is young, one should fence all around. Otherwise, it may be destroyed by cattle or human interruption. So, when you are beginning stage in our spiritual life, we should fence around, protect ourselves from negative thoughts, negative type of people, disturbing people who will be creating agitation in the mind, who are very worldly minded. So to avoid that, that is for not to hate anyone, not to demean anyone, but to think, I am a tender plant in spiritual life. Let my spirituality grow. Let it be a tree. And in the tree, when it is tree, then no fear. But when it is a sapling, there is the danger. We are all sapling stage. So we should protect ourselves in some environment, holy environment. It is very difficult. You suppose you spend whole day in the Hollywood Boulevard. Go. Move around and see and sing and dance and join them party. And then sit for meditation. What will happen, you see? So that's why it is a protection. That's why so many rules and regulations are in normal monastic life is made. Those who want to be monk or nun, they have so much rules and regulations. Go to solitude. This is a solitude. This is same Hollywood. But you can come over here and enter inside. Bas, it is calm and serene. No hustle, bustle, anything, but people are thinking of God here in so many ways. How many thousands of people have meditated here and thought about God, meditated upon God, talked about God, sang the glories of God, no? So that is the place congenial for our spiritual growth. So Sri Ramakrishna suggested that. So remember 4 points. Lord's name repetition, as long as we can, internally. Best without moving tongue, because that will not interrupt in any condition. And then sing the glories of God. Try to find where there is a holy company to associate with that. That means automatically avoid what is unholy, what is disturbing, what is distracting. That means those people whose mind is always steeped in worldliness, you cannot sit with them without talking mundane things. Mundane chit-chats, critique, all this wrong, this, that, bad. So that means mind is filled with that type of... I say sometimes we are very considerate about our keeping our room very tidy, because you don't go in the street and find all the garbage and bring in your bedroom. Because it's some good thing, maybe there are bad things, not to bring it. Not you are very discriminative. What you bring in your room, before your bed, don't be very nice looking something you purchased and what is fragrance. But we don't know. When we walk in the world, we garbage, all the garbage, take through the eyes, put it inside your pocket. No one will see that you have already gobbled it. And to something, some obnoxious thing come in the ear, gossip, oh, he saw. Gobble, put it here. So like that, in all the 5 senses have their own objects, no? Eyes, ear, nose, tongue, skin. So we are discriminative about our room, our living room, or we want to keep it decent and this. But we are not careful about what garbage we are putting in our mind, sanskar, in the mind stuff. And it's all stored there. And it has the potential to bubble up. That's why when you talk about anything, similar thought comes in our mind and it brings our old memories. So be careful. Holy company. That's why holy company is very, very vital in spiritual growth. Many of our great Swamis, only by serving holy people, they have become Brahmagyanis. Swami Surji Maharaj, Nirvanananda Swami, in our order. He was the vice president later on. And he was Raja Maharaj, Swami Brahmananda Swami's attendant. What he used to do? Very prompt, very accurate, very perfect to prepare meal for Swami Brahmananda. And wherever he is going, he is in his spiritual mood. He will say, I need some luchi, fried, fried chapatis or fried tortillas like that, no? And with good spicy potato curry, etc. Hurry, in the middle of roads, going somewhere, I want to eat it within half an hour. And he will have to carry his old materials with him. And immediately start somewhere to pump some gas stove and then put some pot and pan, put some ready-made whatever, ghee or whatever is available, and then roll that. Immediately he will have to do that. And within half an hour you have to give. And see, serving sincerely, only that. He blessed. When Brahmananda Swami was leaving the body, he called him, my Sujji, Baba Sujji, my child Sujji, you have served this body so much. I bless you, you will attain Brahmajnana. By serving. Because when you do not know, when you associate with them, you get their vibration, unconditional. Unconditional vibration we get. We don't understand that. I heard from Swamis and also my experience. So when I was in my early days, so I used to be close to some Swamis. And I think that, but I like their words. They teach Vedanta, they teach very good, nice message. But my time is getting spoiled, no? I can go and meditate little, I can do japa little. But I didn't get any chance because I was working in the institution and little time, and I used to go to the sadhus, holy. And I think that when I'll get time, more time, if the sadhus I don't go to the sadhus, and then I do my meditation, then and it happened, the Swamis whom I liked and all those, they went to another center for their other assignments. And then what happened? I thought, now I have got good time. And now I will good time, I will do meditate more. Oma, when the sadhus were there, I don't do any meditation, but walk with them, just walking with them, talking whatever he's listening to that, mind was so uplifted and cheerful. And now I think that I'll do meditation by my own effort. And I tried, naturally what you all do, I also do. And sometimes snoring. That's our meditation. And when it is not snoring, then mind jumping here and there, monkey jumping. Then I understood their holiness is what value. Their spiritual level uplifts your mind into that level. It is but it is not yours. It is by their association you are getting that. So, but that is holy companies. That's why even Narada Sutra, Narada sage talks about holy company.
But it's temporary, right?
Temporary. Because you are induced magnetism. Induced magnetism, you want to make it permanent magnetism, then you have to work harder and harder. But you can take that inspiration and sit for meditation. Then you can have dual action. You get the inspiration and don't let it go down. You come and sit and then build it up. No, then your growth will be faster. But we do not know how to utilize that. When we are very close, even here, Swami Shahananda Maharaj was here, my predecessor Swami. The people used to come with so much problem and this and that, and he's sitting there, and after staying with him, sometimes even talking about their problems of life and this and that, and Swami some consoled or something, and they go back and they feel their heart is very filled with joy. What gave it? How? What is transformed there? It is a heart to heart. There is a level of connection, and when you go into that environment, you feel that uplifted situation. And then words will have to work himself. That's why no one can give you spirituality. It can give momentary taste of that. That's why don't get excited that you have Kundalini Jagaran. Everyone says their Kundalini is Jagaran. Kundalini is awakened. I do not know, something has happened. I have no idea myself, what can I say. But the people are thinking that's enough. That's nothing. You should be steady in joy. Your joy will be your joy. No one can take it away. So that needs spiritual practice, holy company, taking the name of Lord, singing His glories, and fencing yourself. Protect yourself from situation which will destroy your tender spiritual plant growing inside. With the bija mantra, in the mantra you chant, there is a bija mantra. The bija will flourish, but your obstacle comes, and then ego comes, or any outward situation which destroys the plant life. So be careful to protect yourself. So these are the 4 beautiful ideas. We got it from Sri Ramakrishna. Talking big things rather than when practice, 1 ounce of practice is much greater than tons of philosophy and lectures. Master, how ought we to live in the world? Master, do all your duties, but keep your mind on God. Live with all, with wife and children, father and mother, and serve them. Treat them as if they are very dear to you, but know in your heart of hearts, that they do not belong to you, they belong to God. This is a very practical point. Because I want to be spiritual, so I want to be a monk. Go around and just go into the Himalayas. Many people have utopian idea. I'll go to India. What will you do in India? Oh, India, there are sages. Oh, sages are walking in the street. There are sages though, but to find real thing, you have to go and find them. And anyone thinks, I'll go to Himalayas and sit for meditation. Are, how can you do that? If you don't practice it here, your mind will be the same mind. It will, whether it is here or there, it will have its own effect. So here it says that you live in your duties, wherever you are. You need not have to change anything. You have a child, take care of the child. You have a mother, take care of the mother. As your responsibility and duty. Do your duties, only think that duty is serving God. In everyday lifestyle, no, we get tired of talking about, oh my God, so much I am to do. I am as if you are a slave. Slaves complain always. I have given so much work, oh my God. And the boss thinks it's my department, no? Suppose you think of a company, the CEO. CEO working day and night time in his back in his room, and no, I'll have to finish by noon, night, 12 o'clock, because this should go to the other company. Okay. And doing all this, I've done my work and I can sleep now. But a worker under him will say, again work, again trouble, again load of workers coming. One is a load because he's a slave. And one is a master. He thinks, I am done my work, I am doing my work. So do all your duties, your work. You are assigned to give that duty, your home, your family, or wherever you are, your mom, dad, brother, sister, in the office, in our day-to-day life living, you have to do your duties. The Gita also suggests. Ma manusmara juddha cha. Juddha means fight. What is the fight? Daily grinding. Whatever you do, good and bad, right and wrong, all the conflict going on day and night. So what is said? Do your duties. Juddha cha. Juddha means fight. Fight in the world. Fight in the world means fight against the odd situation and establish yourself in peace. No? So fight the problems and ma manusmaro. But think of me. 2 conditions Gita has given. Ma manusmara and juddha cha. Don't neglect your duties. Arjuna was trying to neglect the duties, means I won't fight. But you are a kshatriya, you are a military guy, and your duty is to protect the innocent people against odds, no? And you say, no, I cannot fight. You are becoming a sattvika person. No, you are a kshatriya, your duty is to do that. Whatever you are assigned, but with this philosophy. So, do your duties, but keep your mind. It's exactly Gita. Juddha cha mam anusmaro. Keep your mind on God. Live with all. Wherever you are, live with all. What a grand suggestion. Live with all. And live with your wife and your children and father and mother, or in your office you so many people of different temperament, tendency. Wherever you are going, there will be another environment. Live with all. And serve them if you can help them anyway. Try to help. And help them, not trouble them. Rather, you try to remove the trouble of others. Take the burden of others on yourself. Service means that. Service means what? What you need, someone comes to help you to supply that or to take away the obstacle. So see, this is the point, that wherever you are there, you think you are serving. Service, the idea of service, idea of seva. That's why Ramakrishna coined the word Shiva Gyane Jiva Sheba. Jiva, you are Jiva, individual. You are all individual, we are all individual. But think of Jiva as Shiva, the Lord, God, inside. And you are serving to Jiva means you are serving God. No one serves a dead body, no? Just an example. How much one loves, when one passes away, no one can serve the dead body. Dead body's place is in the mortuary or to the bus, gun. But so long something is here, you serve the body. You feed, you get sleep, you give some comfort. Is it not? But then whom you are serving? This body? This body is dead body is also body. This is also same. No difference between the two bodies. Heart, lungs, all these internal organs are there, similarly eyes are there, nose are there. So everything is there. Only he is dead. So while alive, you are serving whom? The dead body. Dead body mixed with some energy or presence of God makes it moving, talking, smiling, looking, experiencing sorrow, happiness, joy, blessings. All these emotions are working there. But who is the ground of that emotion? Who is the ground of this perception? The ground of perception is God. We call Vedantic term consciousness. Satchidananda, Atman, whatever terminology you say, Allah, Ishvara. So, whatever you say, you are serving God. You do not know or know. This is a very serious topic. If you analyze it very hard, deeply, so that's why Swami Vivekananda said, from my childhood till now, I have not served anyone but God. Unknowingly, I am giving a glass of water to you. I expect your thanks. But who is talking behind you? This body, this is the mouthpiece, that's the machine. Who is moving that behind? What is the consciousness behind? Actually, you are serving that consciousness, which allows this machine to function. A robot. Now, robotic engineering has all these big things are done by robot, no? And artificial intelligence, AI. But what is the energy behind that? All this whole area, light went up. Bus, gone. Your phone, oh, I forgot to charge. Phone become dysfunctional. Your computer, hey, I cannot go to the computer. I am to go drive my car and it's a electric car is charger. I cannot drive anymore. So everything stalled. For what? Supply of electricity. And then when it came back, everything started. So everybody sitting here or in the whole world doing whatever, what is the behind power? That is called God, God's power. And in Vedanta call Brahman, Atman, the power of the self, pure Brahman, pure consciousness. So unconsciously what we are doing, we are serving the pure consciousness. You accept it or don't accept, but you cannot find another agent here. So if we think that way, Ramakrishna is a simple word, but if you go deep into it, you can come to the modern science, the latest discoveries of modern science. What is the power behind this functionality of the world, no? What is the energy behind everything, no? Upanishad says, pranasya prana, manaso manujat, vachaha vacham. Who is the speech? Speech is only expression. What is the power behind the speech? That is called the Atman. Behind the sight is seeing. What is the power behind this seeing? Hearing. What is the power behind this hearing? You know? That's why it's called the Atman, unchanging absolute reality. So we are to serve Him in our conscious effort. If we can, from today we can think that I am not serving a dead body. I am not serving a person, old man. I am not serving a young person. I am not doing anything extra anywhere, but serving only the consciousness behind it.
Serve the dead body while burning the dead body, that service is also to the God.
Think that way first. First you think here,
Dead body is fine.
but dead body is fine. But before you find dead body, first see in living body. Then you will think dead body. Here is also there. For the dead body you need not go. The table is also there. That's why Swami Vivekananda in inspired talks, he says, I have not seen anything but God, you have not seen anything but God. Before seeing the table, you see God first and see the table. What a beautiful word. You see the table, I think I am seeing the table, we do the opposite. Vivekananda says, you see God first, and then through God you see this table. And our opposite idea, God is not there, only I see the table. So this is spirituality. So not to fly away from our duties and responsibilities, but to be very diligent and dutiful, but to know for whom I am doing all this. It is only to please the Lord, or only to get to that consciousness, and serve them, and then treat them as if they are very dear to you. Yes, everyone is dear to me, as if. But as if means what? Our minds get stuck in the form. Penetrate that form and see, like an X-ray eye. X-ray eye does not see the outside beauty. It sees only inner beauty or inner reality. Whatever they want to focus, what they want to scan. So this is the scanning eye. We have to scanning eye, that behind every cell there is life. Who supports that cell's life? So many bacteria. What is the power behind that bacteria? Who is giving the bacteria to create so much trouble for us and good also? Probiotic gives you good health, and other bacteria killing us, no? So, but what power is behind the bacteria? If you think this way, then this whole body is pulsating with consciousness. There is nothing but consciousness. Every bit of micro bacteria to the cells, to whatever may be big organs, behind the functionality of all, there is something which makes it function. It is called the consciousness. And see that consciousness. That is your own. External, what you see, that's only superficial. And that has its appearance, that has its disappearance, that it is birth, that it is death, that it is change. So this is the unchanging reality, is that consciousness. And you are serving, knowingly or unknowingly, that same God. But now do it consciously. That I am, whatever I am doing, I am fortunate, I am serving that consciousness which is pervaded everywhere, or that Lord who is in every heart. Very simple language. That is concretized form is called our Ishta, or Christ, Buddha, Rama, Krishna. They are called the concretized consciousness. A maidservant in the house of a rich man performs all the household duties, but her thoughts are fixed on her own home in her native village. She brings up her master's children as if they are very own. She even speaks to them as my Rama, my Hari. But in her own mind, she knows very well that they do not belong to her at all. I've given a very concrete example. In Indian houses or in many houses, maid servants are there. Maid servants have to take care of the children of the home. And when they take care of the child, naturally children, and they love them, they dress them, they bathe them, and do all the things as like a mother. And says, oh my dear, please come, eat, as their mother does. But the mother knows this child is not your own. This body is not your own. This external relationship is not your own. Internally, my child is somewhere else. And she does not forget that. We forget that. My real I, real me, real who does not leave me any moment. In all my suffering, in all my pleasure, in all my pains and agonies, in all my joys and ecstasies, He never leaves me. In your sleeping mood, He is with us. In your waking mood, He is with us. In your dream mood, He is with us. 24 hours He is with us. But we have never been able to look forward here. No? So we only look in the outside. No? And that's why our suffering does not end. But there is the beautiful idea that as the maidservant's mind goes to her own son, her own child in the home, in a distant village. Poor people come from distant village and serve the rich person's home and earn some money and go back in the end of the month or something like that. So, but it is very deeply embedded in the mind of that lady that my child is really, that is my child, not this child. That means here is my child, my real friend, Sakha. And the Swami was talking about friend. God, who is called a friend? So Dibbananda Swami was telling, who is a friend? Who does not leave you in your sashane, basane, in your all pleasurable places, in your suffering, in your pain, in your journey to the cremation ground, who does not leave you? He always follows you. So that is the point. Who does not, actually God does not leave us any moment. From this childhood till today, remember, all these days past, He has never left us. And that consciousness is percolating to the mind, to the intellect, to the ego, to the body and senses, But He is always, Amar eto kache kache hridayero majhe royecho tumi to hori ami tai bhabi mone kato dure tumi royecho amare pashori. This is a Bengali song. Amar eto kache kache, so near and so dear, so close. Eto kache kache hridayero majhe, in my heart of hearts, royecho tumi to hori. Oh Lord, you are sitting here, closer than the closest in my heart, in the inmost core of my heart. Not even, it's outside, it's in me all the time you are here. Amitai bhabi mone, but I am foolishly thinking, kato dure tumi. That's why you say, oh Lord, He high in the heaven. As if Lord is sitting there, I am separated from Him. I think that you are how far away from me. Kato dure tumi royecho amare pasori. We say, oh Lord, why you have forgotten me? I am here, please look at me. He's sitting in the heart. He's giving the inspiration to sing this song, to say these words of your emotions. It's His power, no? And I am thinking how much. So that is the point, that Indian spirituality, everywhere it is interjected into the idea that God is the reality. And actually God's force is working, but we don't look at that side. So, live like that maidservant in the life. Swami Ramakrishna said that in the mud fish lives in the mud, but when he comes out, you see, no mud. His skin is so detached. He lives in that, but does not get touched by that. So he does not get attached to the external thing of the world. He gets identified with his inner self, untarnished self. The tortoise moves about in the water, but can you guess where her thoughts are? They are on the bank. Why? Where her eggs are lying. Do all your duties in the world, but keep your mind in God. A very practical example. Tortoise, they have their eggs, laid eggs on the bank of the river. They lay their legs. But they go into the water. But their attention is where? Moving here and there, but attention is there. Ramakrishna gave another example. That a bird sitting on the egg, say a swan or a hen is hatching an egg. So he sits on that, as if he is looking like that. But her whole attention is on the egg. Though externally he is looking like this, but his whole total attention in God. So live in the world like that. Look at the world this way, but keep your whole heart and soul inside like that. If you enter into the world without first cultivating love for God, you will be entangled more and more. That happens for everyone. When you forget God and get entangled into the world, you get more and more and more and more. More suffering comes, more, and it does not leave us. In Indian families, I can give you an example. When they are in a young age, they are busy with their studies. As soon as the studies are over, they get married, and then they have children, and that taking care of the children takes away whole energy, and they really love their children, do job, after job coming back home and taking care of the children. They're busy, no time for thinking about God. And then they become old and the children become grown up and then they retire and then their children get married, they have their grandson. So many of the retired people I know, I told, how are you? Oh Maharaj, again my entanglement has come. My grandchildren, I have to take care of these grandchildren whole day. I said, that's a good job. But the point is that people forget, cannot do things as they want. They don't find even in the old days when they should give more time to God. But that's why we have to find a path while we are in whatever condition we are. Don't wait for old days. When I'll retire, then I'll start. Okay, when this problem will go, then I will... That's why in our scriptures say that Santo samudra kallole, sante samudra kallole, snatum ichchati durmati. He is a fool who stands on the bank or the old beach, and thinks, okay, this wave is coming, let it subside, then I will try to enter. Or say, another wave is coming, let it wait, let that go, then I will go. And if you wait there whole day and thinking that the wave will subside and then you will enter into the bathing, that is a false conception. You have to jump now. And how to jump? Ramakrishna gave the example, live in the world, do your duties, only think you are serving God. God, there's nothing but God. Whether you see it, you understand it or not, at least the presence of God, feel that way, at least believe these words. You may say, I don't see, how can I believe? Are you believe so many things? Only for God you say, I don't see, I cannot believe. No? Have you seen the subatomic particle? Have you seen any? Anyone here? Electron, proton, have you seen anyone? Do you believe or not? Oh, the stars are bigger than the earth. Do you believe it? Oh, you have not seen it. You saw this dot. How do you say the opposite way? You believe everything. But when God comes, how can I believe Him? I have not seen Him. So this is an excuse of our weak mind. Always tells us that no. So no, it is also as we believe that in the worldly sense. Hey, could you sit in the next one? Yourself, yeah. Baba, see? Now I can see Myron. So, this is very important thing that this life journey should be started, no? Many people think, I am busy now. This job situation is very difficult and it's pressure, too much pressure. I got a new promotion. Promotion is good. Pressure is more. And when pressure comes, well, I have no time for God, time for thinking anything. But why not think every action is worship? Why not think that your office, whatever computer you are doing, it is Lord's work you are doing? Why don't you see the cooking, what you are doing, it is doing for God? From nothing to everything. Whatever you are doing, why not spiritualize it? So this is the wonderful, you see, God is nowhere. No? Russia, the children are taught, say, God is nowhere, God is nowhere. Then they learn. Teacher was happy that called one girl, right? She only did, God is on the other side. Nowhere. He said, now here. N-O-W, now. Read that. God is no, N-O, where. Now you split it. God is no, not now, here. Just opposite meaning. So that is the transformation we have to do. I don't see God anywhere. I have no time, whole day is gone. Where shall I meditate? When shall I meditate? I work for 12 hours, I work for 8 hours, and I have to do cooking, I have to cleaning, I have to do this. All I am burdened. Oh, what are you talking? Everything you are doing for God. Just say, feel. Take this now here. Nowhere to now here. And that's a practice. But people don't take this easy solution. They pay $1,000 to go for retreat and high-sounding words and meditation, astral movement, past life regression. My God, endless search for and spending so much money. But you don't pay any money. Ramakrishna is saying you can just read and practice from today. Some zero to fulfillment. Nothingness to everything. Really, really. That's why it is said, when you speak the highest philosophy in a very simple language, people don't pay any value it because it's priceless in both ways. It has no price. And if you pay $1,000, then you'll think about it. That happens with us. When we give free retreat, people will put their name and then they will drop. And when they drop, they even not inform you. And we rejected many people not to come because our number is full. No? Because it is free, you can drop. But if you pay, whatever happens, you'll have to go at least listen to something that is priceless. So anyway, these are all fun. But main point is that we have to make our life this way, saturated with God consciousness. This old tradition was there. Though Ramakrishna said, go to solitude. Why? But this thought will not come. See, we are in solitude now. There is no humdrum of my life. or any external disturbance. We are sitting in a quiet place, in a holy place, and we are talking about that. That's why it is becoming more clear in our mind, no? Suppose you want to speak this in front of some crowd, your mind will be distracted. I cannot say these words. It will not come out of me. And your attention will be not there. This is called the solitude. These are solitude, listening to God's name, praying to God, doing japa. All these are to help this awareness to grow. But if we can apply this formula, what a transformation will come. I have no time for God, but I have all the moment for God. My sleeping is God. My eating is God. My taking shower is God. We can spiritualize you are taking a shower. You can think it is a spiritual journey because it's God's temple. This body is a temple. This is called a temple because God is there. So here is some conscious entity and you are bathing Him. It is outer dress. Then you should be honoring the body and think that I have served God here also. I am giving the grossest example. So everything can be spiritualized and everything can be service to God. And everything can be useless, worthless. All the disgruntled people in the world, see, they blame the whole world, but they don't blame themselves. The problem is here. Why don't you change your vision? Our Swami Sarvadevananda used to say this, no? Attitudinal correction. Attitude. Correction of the attitude. We are looking the world in this way. You change your attitude and think what is actually happening. So this is Ramakrishna's suggestion. If you enter into the world without first cultivating love for God, you will be entangled more and more. You will be overwhelmed with its dangers, its grief, its sorrows. See, that happens when people don't practice meditation or don't pray to God or anything. What happens? You find that when sorrows come, suffering comes, they are totally lost. There is no place to stand, no? Bereavement, suffering, pain, anguish, all these things come and they take away the whole sap of life. But those who are hold on to God, that consciousness, they have higher thought. The body is gone, temporary, everyone dies. Some philosophy will come that will give the insight that nothing has happened, only the body has gone. First rub your hand with oil and then break open the jackfruit, otherwise they will be smeared with its sticky milk. First secure the oil of divine love and then set your hands to the duties of the world. That's important. But this idea, what we are talking, lofty idea, that everything is divine, everything, but in practical life we cannot find that. Therefore, you have to be prepared. That's why preparation is meditate in the morning, do selfless work, love everyone, try to love everyone. May not. It is a bit very difficult because we are not matured that state. Christ can love everyone. That's a different thing. But I cannot love anyone. I like this, oh, he does not do this, he's bad. He does that, that's good. I am a human being, but I will have some expectation. So, but these are the two. Go above that, you have to practice. And then he gives the example, smear, jackfruit. Do you know in this country jackfruit? Jackfruit is a very precious fruit in India and grows plenty. But it's difficult. Jackfruit is very good to eat. If you take out the seed and the place is so nice and it's ripened, you can take plenty. But who will break it? If you break it like in this way, it's a sticky juice is there outside that you cannot, 2 fingers will get tight, like adhesive something, some big strong adhesive. You cannot separate out that. So therefore put your hand in the oil and then smear it with your oil and then you break it. This oil will protect your finger not to get stuck. So what is the oil in our spiritual life? love for God. Divine love, that is the divine love. Grow that love for God, pray to God, and do that work. What will happen? Attachment will not be there. Because you are doing for God. Where expectation comes, where is our problem? I give you some work and you don't do it. I get angry. No? But you do, God gives some work, suppose, in your dream, and you do something and put it in before the Lord. He will say anything? So it is easy to serve in the temple because he does not say anything. But it is very difficult to serve any man, even he is a holy man. He will scold, he will be angry, he will bump upon you. So, point is that you smear your hand with oil of love for God. Your love for God will dissolve every obstacles of life, every odds of life. So she is saying, rub your hands with oil and then break open the jackfruit. Otherwise, they will be smeared with sticky milk. First secure the oil. What is the oil? Oil of divine love. Divine love means only I am doing for God. We normally think that someone is giving me the work. Anger goes. If he gives some work, he's too much work giving on me. Okay, I may say he is giving too much work, but spiritually, he is nothing. God is asking me through him to do the work. Just a spiritual twist of this thought, and what happens? And if I can take that idea, I am doing for God. Okay, I do my best, and I don't need any thanks from him. If somebody will give thanks, somebody will not. But we are all slaves of thanks. It is said that it is not good, that a thankless job. People say it is thankless job. I do so much, but no thanks from anyone. But why people will thank you? You did it for God. You be free. Your deal is with God. And really, in everything comes in our life, we plan so many ways, but things come in our life. How? We call by divine providence, by the will of the Lord. That is the spiritual people, they say. Everything happening in life, it is all orchestrated by one principle of the divine, that is called God. So, whatever happening in your life, ultimately the point is that why it is happening, it is God's will. So you be an instrument in the hand of God and return that thanks to God. And do your job and say, oh Lord, I offer everything. What have I done today? Whatever. At the end of the day, I suggest this way. Every whole day, you have forgotten God, no matter. At the end of the day, take a symbolic flower and say, oh Lord, all my good and bad karmas which I have done consciously or unconsciously, I offer at your feet. I wanted to serve you and wanted to serve your children, but whatever I have done consciously, I offer it to you. So all goes in his account. Your account is clean. You become a child, you become a baby. But when you keep the responsibility, then dacoits will come, and thieves will come and steal your property. If you have accrued much money, our government will taxation. Whatever you do, they will find, or you have to go to a lawyer, bad lawyer, who can escape and take the money himself and save you a little money. But, so first secure the oil of divine love and then set your hands to the duties of the world. But one must go into solitude to attain this divine love. As I said, this divine love is not so easy to grow. Then everyone would have gone it. First of all, this clarity is not in the mind. Even the clarity comes, within 2 minutes you forget again. As soon as you go out of this reading today, I will forget this, no? That's why it is said again and again, again and again, again and again. Listen this, listen, and try to remember and practice and practice and practice. To get butter from milk, you must let it set in curd in a secluded spot. If it is too much disturbed, milk won't turn into curd. Next, you must put aside all other duties. Sit in a quiet spot and churn the curd. Only then do you get the butter. Butter is in the buttermilk or in the entire milk. Then you have to make it a curd or yogurt. And that is to be settled. You cannot keep in a seeking place. The milk will not settle to be a yogurt. No? That's a calmness. The mind should be kept in a calm place. And let it settle down, settle down, settle down. And then you churn it with the mantra. And in India, I'll end with this incident. So in India, our grandma, that was the duty of them. The early morning, they will get up around 3:30, 4 o'clock. And this curd, which is when settled in the early evening, they will put the curd and then it will settle in an undisturbed area with little heat and putting some old curd into it. And it settles in the early morning. And before sunrise, they will be stirring. There is stirrer. But stirrer is very indigenous stirrer. The bamboo pieces, 4 pieces, break into like that, and then there will be little churning. It will churn the entire pot. And they will take the name. That's a beautiful India. We will be listening that grandma is singing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What a beautiful spiritual atmosphere. She is churning, making it, bring out the butter out of it. But she is churning with the name of God. So that is the way we should have to churn in the silence before the sunrise, sit for meditation. Churn the curd and let the butter come out. Butter of love, butter of joy, butter of peace come. So that is Sri Ramakrishna's advice. Okay, we end here. Jackfruit idea and churning idea. Churning idea is very important. We have to do this spiritual practice by early morning getting up. Night time, that's why they say night is very good time when everything is calm and quiet. Evening time is good, they say, because days hustle and bustle is going. Night, the birds are coming back home. Everyone is returning to their office work, coming back. That means go home, go home, go home. That is the good time. Noon time is a good time because when the sun is the middle. In early days, even in Italy, now people have nap time, no? So they go in the noon time means retire. Now it's the time to retire. So retire home, retire home, retire home. So that's the beautiful way we can develop our life. Thank you all. Om Shanti, 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat, Sri Ramakrishna Panamastu. So tomorrow, who's speaking? Have you any idea? Bring one. Madam? Huh? What? দেখছি Five, 12, tomorrow is 12. Oh, hymns of Swami Vivekananda by Swami Mahajogananda. That means Khandana, no? He is explaining Khandana, the evening Vesper, which is mantra, which is chant, in English translation here, but its original is by Swami Vivekananda. He is giving class on that. Swami Mahajogananda, tomorrow, 7:30. Okay? Today no question. So good.
But the energy behind the AI and the energy behind me is the same energy. So is there any difference between Chid and Jara?
Chit and Jada is for us. What is called consciousness, for our ignorant eye. For our ignorant eye, everything is Jada. Even that is Jada. Even what you call the energy, that is Jada, material, matter. That can be manipulated, that can be extracted, that can be added. Is it not? Any energy you talk about, kinetic to potential, potential to kinetic, magnetic to electrical, electrical to magnetic, no? All these varied types of changes are possible. But question is that energy is called a prana. What is the pranasya prana? That is the behind, that is consciousness. That is the starting energy, out whose expression comes into the material energy. There is no matter ultimately, it is only consciousness. But at the beginning, we are in the level of duality. No, I see this is Jada, matter, I am conscious. No, I am conscious means my hand is conscious, my eyes are, no, they are not conscious. Go back, go back, go back. So here also you see it is Jada, matter. No, it is no matter. Go down, 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 go to the subatomic particle, go to the Higgs boson particle, and then you see tremendous energy. But who is behind that tremendous energy? The same that is here, that is there. Ultimate realization will be there is no two, there's only one absolute consciousness, permeated everywhere, at the back of moving and unmoving. That's why Isha Upanishad said, Tad dure, tad uvantike, tad antarasya sarvasya. Here, tad antarasya sarvasya. That is the inmost core of everything. This, me, this paper, this light, this microphone, this book, everything. Tad antarasya sarvasya. And not only antarasya, what about bhajya? Tadu iho bhajyataha. Whatever in external I find, that is also same. What is internal, the inmost core, that is there, and what is external, that is there. Upanishads are the marvelous experiences of the sages. So there is no Jada matter, there is no other thing excepting consciousness. But to our ignorant mind, we see the Jada only, we don't see the consciousness. And in the eyes of a knower of truth, they see only the consciousness, no Jada.
So to bathe the child and to wash the table is ultimately the same.
Same.
If I can see both as
Yeah, right. That's why Sister Nivedita gave a wonderful introduction to Swami Vivekananda's complete works. One should read that. So she said that hence this distinction between secular and spiritual is totally abolished. There is nothing but one consciousness. Then there is no distinction between work and worship. Worship with the flower, work with your hand, with your brain, with your tools. Same, because you are worshipping whom? There is nothing but one. And that one we are worshipping, not knowing. Not knowing, I say I am worshipping my mom, I am worshipping my husband, I am worshipping my daughter, I am worshipping my mother-in-law. Whatever we say, we think that way, but there is nothing other than one consciousness and manifesting through different costumes. Okay?
Maharaj, yesterday, Raja Maharaj's statement, if you give the body to God, it will be protected. If you give the body to the world, it will be destroyed. Raja Maharaj means spiritual body?
Yeah, he's saying, this body, this body we have given thousands of times for the world only, forgetting God. That's why we cry when we die. No.
But Holy Mother defined body, the chaya, kaya are the same. The chaya means a photograph.
Shadow.
Chaya is a shadow. The photograph is also chaya.
The picture and the, yes.
And then that photograph is the same as the body. Then chaya, kaya are the same. The photograph is same as the body. So, you see Vivekananda photo, you see Brahmananda photo, Sri Ramakrishna photo, so you are seeing their body.
In a sense.
Right? You are seeing their body. So
That means it reminds you of them.
People, in the contemporary people, you don't see their body is burnt,
No, here,
Body is given to God, that body is still given to God.
I see.
but here what it means, it is very important. You have given your body, this physical body, in the service of the mundane thing. Now devote it to God. If you can devote it to God, then what will happen? It will have the freedom. So this Maharaj said what? The word is what? Exactly, can you quote?
If you give the body to God,
God.
protect it.
Yeah, protected means your soul is protected, your mind is protected. That is not the physical body, but inner body. No? Until you merge into consciousness, till you have body. Gods have bodies. The angels have bodies. So many Hindu idea, so many Gandharvas, Lokas, these are the... After death, you live in a subtle body. That body remains. You will be saved in that body means that body will be moving towards the consciousness. Or if you give this body only for world, money or the fun of life and enjoyment, exhaust your energy and no time for looking at you, then it will be lost. If it is given to that, God will protect. God will protect means the soul will be protected more, armored like that, and then it will move more inward. Jai Sakurush. Jai Ma. Thank you. Thank you for coming. And there were how many people online?